What is up, you guys? It's Chris here. Welcome back to Makeup Mondays. I'm so happy that you're here. Today is a very special day. I mean, maybe it's not very special. Maybe it's just special. We save the very specials for certain occasions. But today is something I've never done before, and I feel like it's probably gonna be really helpful, which is why I'm gonna do it today. So as you guys know, I've been dabbling into makeup for, I think, a little bit over a year and a half. And I thought today I would give you guys my easy 8-step everyday glam tutorial. There are gonna be some steps in here that you can either get rid of if you don't do it, or you can add some in, but this is my 8 steps for an easy glam that shouldn't take more than like a half an hour, maybe even 20 minutes if you can really like just stay focused. Obviously it's not gonna be a half an hour video, I'm gonna condense it so just so you can see the steps, but I just really want you guys to have this tutorial and to be able to see what I do to put an easy everyday moment together. So it's just an everyday cute little moment, and I'm gonna give you the 8 products. There's a couple extras in here on the beginning and the end that are optional, but the 8 products that I use, maybe like 8.5 products that I use to do my everyday moment and to keep it easy and simple. I'm gonna tell you guys the products that I'm gonna use for every step of the way. I'll link everything down below, so if you wanna get it for yourself, you can. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Let's get started, shall we? First things first, before you ever touch your face, wash your hands. So I just washed my hands are clean. And step 0.5 is gonna be primer. I know a lot of people that don't believe in primer. I believe in primer, specifically this primer, because it puts a layer in between my face and the makeup, which I love. And that is the E.L.F. Blemish Control Primer. You can get it for like maybe $5 to $7. It's definitely under 10. This is the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime. Okay, my skin is feeling primed, it's feeling fresh. And now we're going to move into the official step 1. So step 1 obviously is foundation. I always use this foundation on this channel and I need to just figure out, okay, we're gonna call it Lancôme Idole Ultra Wear. I'm gonna skip the first word because I don't wanna get demonetized, but you can read it for yourself. Hello. There it is. Yeah, now you know why I can't read it or why I can't say it out loud. So this is the foundation I use in shade 110 Ivo C. I think Ivo stands for ivory because you see it's Casper over here. And what you're gonna do is you're going to grab your beauty sponges if that is what you do. If not, grab whatever you use, brushes, whatever. I use wet beauty sponges, and if you're gonna use a beauty sponge, I suggest that you wet them. I usually do 2 pumps, start with 2, and then if you need more, add more, but always start with 2. And that way you're not like having to A, either waste foundation, or B, cake it on when you don't want to. Always start small and then you can always add more. I'm just gonna put it on my hand, and then we're just gonna go in. All right, now that the foundation is on and blended, we are moving on to step 2, which is concealer. Before I forget, if you want, you can go all the way to step 8.5, which is setting spray, and add in step 8.5 in between every step if you want, just to really secure it. I don't know where you're gonna be wearing this, but sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll just go through and do like one little layer of setting spray after my foundation, one after the concealer, just to make sure everything is locked in before I move on. You can either save it, or you can kind of do it in between every step. It's up to you. If you wanna do that, go for it before we move on to step 2, which is concealer. So I will be using the 16-hour Camo Concealer from E.L.F. in shade Light Peach. Let me tell you a little something about this bad boy. You need about 3 drops for it to do the job. I made the mistake of the first time using it, doing it like full all around what I thought needed to be done concealer-wise. My entire face was this shade. I would suggest using very little. The lovely thing about this product is that a little goes a long way, so every concealer is a little different, but this one specifically you don't need very much to do the job. So what we're gonna do now for step 2 is we're just gonna take this and dot it right there underneath the eye. I literally use one wand dip. I don't even go back in a second time, and I just go right over the eyelids. And then I also go right here and down my nose. And then I'm gonna take my little beauty sponge and I'm just going to blend that in. Here we go. Okay, cute. See what I mean by you don't need a lot? It does the job. Now what we're gonna do, an optional step 2.5, if you so desire, is setting that with powder. I do, but you definitely don't have to. So I'm just gonna do that really quick, and then we'll move on to step 3. Okay, cute. She is set with powder, and we are moving on to step 4. Now, step 4 is another one of my faves. Oh, good God. Because this really brings the face out. So step 4 is contour. I am using the, it has a name. It's just, I think, the E.L.F. bronzer. There it is. In shade something. Forever Sunkissed. So what you're gonna do, well, what I do, is I'm gonna take this brush, and I'm going to just dip it in, do one little swirl, boom, knock it off. And then what I usually do is I just go into the temples. A friend of mine taught me that. I don't do the 3, I just do right on my temples and take it up and then down into my cheeks to give it just a little shape, nothing crazy. You're just gonna start right on your temple, and you're gonna bring it up and then bring it down onto the cheek and just keep circling. It just adds a little bit of dimension to the face, nothing crazy, but it definitely does do a little something. So I just like doing that. And then I also, for the last step, like to take it a little bit just under my chin. All right, step 4 is done. Your contour is complete. And now we're moving on to step 5, which is, I hope I've been doing this right. 1. I've been doing this wrong. Why, God? Okay, we're actually moving on to step 4. So let me backtrack, okay? Step 1, foundation. Step 2, concealer. I don't know where this all went wrong. I think I skipped ahead and said step 4 when I should have said step 3 for this. So contour was step 3. I'm so sorry. Bear with me, we are back on track. So contour, step 3. Now we are moving on to step 4, which is eyeliner. When it comes to eyeliner, I don't do a whole lot of eyeliner. I know there's a lot of people that do wings and do all kinds of crazy stuff with their eyeliner. I am not that person. So if you're looking for how to do a wing tutorial, you came to the wrong video. I am going to teach you how to do eyeliner on your lower waterline, and that is it. So what I do is, depending on the look that I'm doing, I will choose a shade of eyeliner and I will just line the waterline and I will call it a day on eyeliner. My eye shape goes down, so when I wing, I have to like start it and then wing it up, and it just looks like a whole hot mess, and I just don't care to do that every time I do eyeliner. Since we're doing kind of a simple everything else, I want to make sure that my eyes stand out, so I'm going to be using charcoal black. This is a, what is this? This is a Lancôme pencil. It's called Le Crayon Kohl. I'm sure I just butchered the French of that. In shade Black Ebony. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna run it over the bottom of my waterline. All right, easy. Step 4 is done. And we are going to move on to step 5, which is shadow. Now this is my favorite part. I like to get crazy when it comes to eyeshadow, but today we're not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm gonna keep it simple, like I said earlier, but we definitely are going to do enough to make it look like you've done a lot more than you have. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take any kind of like crease shade that you have. I'm gonna take this shade right here in my Blue Blood palette. This would be like a crease shade for me. So whatever that is for you, whatever shade that is for you, it's different for everybody because everybody's a different skin tone. But for me, it's Celebrity Skin in the Blue Blood palette. I'm gonna take that and then I'm gonna run that in the crease on both sides. Beautiful. All right, so now that that's done, you are done with any sort of eyeshadow palette. And now to finish off the shadow, I'm gonna give you the key to all of your successes when it comes to quick eyeshadow. I'm going to use a product called Haus Labs Glam Attack. And if you watched 2 Makeup Mondays ago, you saw me review the one in silver, and I loved it so much, so I went ahead and I ordered me another shade. This is shade, so let me just show you. This is Haus Labs. I don't know if you can see, there she is. Haus Labs in shade Frozé Bronzé. It is a liquid eyeshadow. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat my lid in whatever I didn't do the matte shadow on, and it's gonna give us a nice little simple glam, looks like it took us way longer than it did, look. All right, so you can go ahead and let that dry a little. And now what I'm gonna do, just to really make sure that it is nice and blended, is I'm gonna take that same brush that I did a matte shadow with earlier, and I'm just gonna diffuse them out a little bit in the crease. All right, you can let that dry. Ooh, this is the first time I've used this. And I'm really excited because it looks really cute. That's done. Step 5 is complete. Your eyeshadow is done. You should be looking fine, fresh, fierce. And now we are moving on to step 6, which is mascara. Let me tell you what, this mascara that we're about to use together, it'll change your life. If you don't already use it, you should be using it. This is the Benefit They're Real mascara. First of all, the wand, the little applicator is iconic. Look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very, like, the brush isn't super thick, it's very thin, so it goes through your lashes really nicely, and it's just a really great mascara. So step 6, mascara, here we go. All right, mascara is complete. If you're like me and you have decently long eyelashes, the reason I only do the liner on the bottom is because my bottom lashes are pretty small. So when I do mascara on the bottom, I just get mascara on my eyes, and I hate that. So what I do is I just line the bottom dark, that's why I do that, and then I do my upper lashes and not the bottom. If you wanna do that, that's fine. If you wanna line the bottom, or if you wanna line the top and do the bottom lashes, either one, either or, totally fine. But this is just what I do. What the hell step are we on? I think this is 6. Step 6 is done. Your mascara is complete. We are moving forward to step 7, which is lips. Hopefully you put on some chapstick before you did this, and if you didn't, you did exactly what I did. So my lip is gonna be a little clumpy, but you know what, it's fine. Honestly, it is what it is at the end of the day. For lips, I am going to be using Morphe Liquid Lip in shade Virgin. And I love Morphe's liquid lips. They smell really nice and they turn into a really nice matte. If you wanna line your lips really quick, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to because I'm on a time crunch. I'm not, but you are. So let's just get this show on the road, shall we? You don't need a liner, you're a professional. All right, the lip is done. So I overlined mine a little on the bottom, but you know, sue me, it just makes me look like I have lip filler, it's fine. Cute, lips are done. Step 7 is complete. And if you wanna add a little 7.5 and throw a gloss on there, you can. Final step, we are at the finish line, y'all. Very last step. I like to save this for the end because sometimes when I do it at the beginning, if I put too much stuff over it, they don't show up as well. So last step is your eyebrows. Obviously the most important. I know some of you are like, Chris, are you ever gonna do your eyebrows? The answer is yes. We saved it to the very end for a reason. I just use an eyeliner pencil for my brows. I know a lot of people think that's crazy, but you can use a brow gel, you can use a brow pencil. I just use an eyeliner pencil. I think it's easy. I have the most control over it, and it looks fine with my brows. So I use Lancôme, again, like Crayon Kohl, their eyeliners, in shade Black Coffee. So it's just a darker brown to match my brows. And I just go through, and until they look a little bit full, I just go through and I just color them in a little. So step 8, eyebrows. Here we go. All right, you guys, we are at the very, very finish line. Now, I'm gonna add a couple extra optional moments for you at the end of this. This is your basics. This is really all you need if you wanna just go out looking cute, looking fresh. People are gonna be like, oh my God, you look so good, girl. And you're gonna be like, yeah, I did my makeup, girl, in like 15 minutes. What are you on? But the last couple of steps that I'm gonna add in are optional. You don't have to, but I usually do them just because I think that they help a little if you want just like an extra little bling moment. One of them is highlight. I think it's important, but it's not a necessity. It is for me, but it might not be for you. So that's why I kind of left it optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I personally can't leave the house without wearing highlights. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna kind of do one that matches the neutral tones on my face, and that is Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in shade Cognac Candy. So as you can see, gorgeous. I'm just gonna do it right on my cheekbones and go a little bit over the top of my brow bone and call it a day. Cool, and then very, very last, if you want to, go ahead and add some setting spray. If you don't, live your best life. I know some people don't believe in it, which is also why I didn't add it in. This is E.L.F. setting spray. And if you do use setting spray, let me tell you, this will change your life. It is makeup mist and set. It is like $7 at Target, and it like literally glues your face down. Like, I've taken full classes, I've shot full like water music videos, like in the rain, Olive Govern. If you're wondering how my makeup stayed in place, it's this. And like, I came out of the water and my makeup was still like fully fine. I filmed a TikTok when I had gotten home after just shooting in the rain, and my makeup still looked fine. This will change your life. It is E.L.F. makeup mist and set, and just a couple layers of this should do the job. The other thing this will do is it'll illuminate your highlight really nicely if you decided to put that on. All right, y'all, this is the final look. This is the easy 8-step everyday glam tutorial that I would do if I were getting ready in a hurry and just wanted a cute little look to go somewhere, to the grocery store, to the office, wherever you're going and you want a cute little glam. I know we're all wearing masks, so the lip is like a little bit of like a if maybe, but anything from here up, girl, you are set. When you wear a mask, just exchange lip for highlight and you'll be good to go. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. I will list off all the products I use below in order that I use them, so if you want to go get them yourself, you can. And I think that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope it wasn't too chaotic for you guys. I know I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know if you guys want to see more of this content. Comment down below if you want more tutorials and more looks. Last but not least, I have a video coming out on Thursday this week, New Year's Eve, not Friday. So I'm trying to stick to the Monday, Friday schedule, but this week the video will be coming out on Thursday. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys a week from now for another Makeup Monday. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to wear a mask and spread love like butter. Mwah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.